Pokemon Home is finally out into the public. Me and Jackson on An Evening with the King, we talked a little bit about our thoughts on it, but it's actually now out into the universe. So I kind of want to ask Brock. So Brock, have you even played Sword and Shield? Is my first question.
Okay. So Sword and Shield is the first mainline Pokemon game I have skipped.
Oof. Okay. Okay. Well,
And
then you cannot answer my question, which was going to be, are you going to get Pokemon Home? I would assume the answer is no, but hey, maybe.
if like the next game was like actually had content and was worth getting, then yeah, I would probably do it.
Okay.
But at this point, no.
Okay, I feel that. That's a wise answer, especially if you don't have Sword and Shield. Like it makes sense to wait on it. Isaiah, what are you thinking? So you have Sword and Shield, right? Have you actually beat Sword and Shield yet, Isaiah?
Yes, I've beaten the Sword and Shield. I have beaten the secondary campaign. I have
what secondary campaign? Sorry.
Secondary campaign. Oh, dude, up top. Well, okay, so I have. Is it time to talk about it?
Talk about what? I just want to know. So I need to make sure you're actually playing Sword and Shield. But my main question is, are you gonna get Pokemon Home? And if yes or no, why?
Okay, well, so what I was advertised and before purchasing Pokemon Home, yes, I wanted to get Pokemon. Because I heard there were like some fun new little trade features that you could do, like like group trading.
Yeah, like wonder trading and stuff.
Yeah, everyone just gets in a big group and you like trade Pokemon, like wonder trade or whatever they call it. Surprise trading, that's what they call it. Everyone like just throws a Pokemon in and everyone else gets one. It's like, whoa, I got fucking Major's shitty ass Pikachu. But yeah, I want to save my Pokemon that are stuck in Pokemon Go. I have some really cool Pokemon there, but it's just like trapped. I don't play that game. I just want to save them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I need.
So what made you not want to get it then?
Well, I got it.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hooray! I thought that the stinger was that there was something that made you not want to get it.
There's something that made me sad about it, but
oh, okay. And
after owning it, well, it's not what it was advertised.
Oh,
I'm just a fucking dumbass. I can't, for the life of me, figure out at all how to trade on the Switch version.
Oh, do you have the paid? So you have the paid version?
No, I have the unpaid version.
Oh, okay. I think you can't. So I think one of the free version is mega limited. Like there's almost nothing you can do compared to the paid version.
Okay, so here's the thing. I was reading an article before this game dropped. And I was trying to read some of the things that like the differences, right? And there was like limited box size. I was like, okay, cool. And then there was also limited trading.
Yes.
You can. I was advertised. I remember being advertised. You could still trade. It was just limited the ways you could do it. But I don't even see an option just straight up on my screen. I
think at least the information that I looked into is, if you trade, are you trying to trade with like another person or like
price trade? Just trying to.
Interesting. Yeah, it's something I remember. It's like if you have the free version, you yourself, you can't make a trading room. Like you can only join one. Like there's a lot of limitations. So I'll
have to figure all that out.
So free version is kind of trash. Jake, I gotta ask for your opinion. You are in fact Mr. Pokemon himself. How do you feel about Pokemon Home? And have you gotten it?
I just want to lay claim to the title of Mr. Pokemon. I have the nicest Rapidash. Nobody else. I am the president of the Pokemon fan club. I don't know if I'm getting Pokemon Home.
Interesting.
I haven't.
Okay.
So Pokemon games, to me, at least the most recent ones, they lose a lot of replayability.
That's for sure. Facts.
And it might just be because of their super heavy emphasis on story or whatever, but whenever I'm done playing a new one, I'm like, yeah, but I could be doing anything else.
Ooh,
like
okay.
I don't want to play this anymore.
But
So,
why though? Yeah.
Yes.
I'll probably end up getting it if only because I have so many Pokemon that are like trapped inside what was a Pokemon box?
Pokemon Bank, yeah.
The bank.
Yeah. I'm same, yeah,
I just
same.
put them in a cardboard box. No, all those ones in there, like I might do it just to get those free, you know. But I don't know. Pokemon Home just seems like a weird. I haven't like looked at all their features and stuff. Like what Isaiah was talking about was new to me, but it's just like kind of a weird rebranding of Pokemon Bank. Like why aren't we just extending Pokemon Bank into Switch version? And maybe it's just because of how it works over cross-platform, whatever. But the fact that people are paying again for the same service is a little big
suspect.
question marks for me.
Yeah. So I agree, Jake. I'm not gonna lie. I was assuming that you're gonna be like, hell yeah, Pokemon Bank, that's my shit. I don't know, because you're Mr. Pokemon. But I'm glad to see we're all at least a little sus of Pokemon Home. And I think for good reason. Like I said, on an evening with the King, me and Jackson talked a lot about it, but like Jake said, it's just a little sus to be paying for the service again, because honestly, it doesn't really have that many features that makes me go, hell yeah, I really need to pick that up. It's what, $16 a year if you pick like the best price point or whatever, which is 3 times more than Pokemon Bank. And to be honest, it's not really doing a lot more than that. And it's actually kind of asking for a lot for $16 because some of the features that it promised are not even ready to go yet. So the Pokemon Go compatibility is not ready to go yet with the release version of the game. And I don't think they gave us a firm date on when that's happening. And pretty much, yeah, that's the really big feature that I saw in it. Like Isaiah said, if you have all those Pokemon in Pokemon Go that you want to let free, that's the only way to do it, really.
There's kind of a workaround. So there's an area in Let's Go. Okay, so that's why I'm playing Let's Go Eevee right now. There's an area in Let's Go Eevee where you can get your Pokemon Go Pokemon.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can swap into Let's Go.
You can get them into Eevee, and you can get them from Eevee into Home. So, but that's one.
But that's even another big issue that I have with it is they put out like that infographic of what's possible, like the trading system, and I think it's kind of BS that there's only like a lot of one-way trading between games. Like obviously it's understandable for like Let's Go Eevee because like that's the Kanto region, so that makes sense that like you couldn't put like Dialga in there or something like that. But there's a lot of one-way trading in that. Once you take something out of Pokemon Go, you can't put things into Pokemon Go. Once you take stuff out of Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, you can't put stuff back in. And I know the thought process behind it is like the stats and like the abilities and like everything's weird between those games. But I don't know, for paid service, it feels like they could accomplish that for the money they're asking for it. And especially since like Jake said, like it feels like it's just a continuation of Bank. They're just asking a lot more money for. So I don't know. It's just a lot of suspect kind of stuff they're asking for here, if I'm honest. And on top of the fact that you still, if you have Pokemon in Pokemon Bank, so let's say you were doing another playthrough of Pokemon Diamond on the DS, and you want to get Pokemon over to Pokemon Sword and Shield. So this is a process you have to go through. You have to have Pokemon Diamond. You have to have a DS. You have to pay for Pokemon Bank, which is $5 a year, which is a fucking highway robbery because you're going to pay $5 for a yearly service that you're about to use one time just to get stuff over to Pokemon Home. You're going to then transfer things to Pokemon Home, which costs $16 a year. For that, you need Nintendo Online. You need a Switch, obviously. And you need to have a copy of Pokemon Sword/Shield, which is kind of crazy if you're asking me. Like, that's a lot of money in that whole ecosystem going around there. If you add it all up together.
Also introducing paid DLC to introduce old
Pokemon.
And
I was going to touch on that too.
From the old games.
Yeah, so if you wanted your Talonflame or your Garchomp, because I think those are Pokemon that are coming out in the next DLC packs. Yeah, so now you have to spend money on the expansion passes. If you are a poor soul and you bought both Sword and Shield, that's a lot of money there. That is a pretty penny to have your fucking Piplup, which, by the way, can't even be in Sword and Shield. There are no Piplups or Chimchars or Turtwigs.
Or Jigglypuffs.
Jigglypuffs. And I don't know. It's just a sus ecosystem they have going on. You're spending a lot of money for a lot of limitations, really, is what it feels like. So.
I mentioned it, but even on top of all of that, it online costs money. Like, just to even be online to use those services, it costs what, 20 bucks a year?
20 bucks a year if you if you have like the single plan.
Single person. Yeah, and you know, it's I don't know, man.
They're asking for a lot of money when it comes to good old Pokemon, if I'm honest. So
I know there's some related server costs and whatever else, but just home on top of everything else, on top of bank, on top of online services, on top of DLC,
on top of buying Byleth,
on top of buying Byleth, on top of buying the inevitable Pokemon DLC in the next pack. We're gonna have Rillaboom. He's coming.
Yeah, here he comes. Trent, I'm happy. He said, well, you all just saved me a lot of money from buying the game at all. So,
Trent, you have made the correct decision.
You have made the correct decision.